Happy New Year and welcome to the Small Business Voice presented by Jeanette Forney's Allstate Agency with Justin Duncan and Kaylee Gilbert on Power Talk 1360 KFIV. The show that talks to small business owners about the best ways to practice business in our current day from experienced professionals. We are here every Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon. And this week we have Mary Matthews with iHeartMedia talking marketing with us and also networking. She's also the regional director for Gold Star Referral Clubs. Kaylee, how you doing today?
I'm good, Justin. I am just getting ready for tonight, that's for sure. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I actually have to work tonight, so I will be celebrating my New Year's on the road, but that's okay. I'm not much of a partier anymore. I'm much of a homebody these days, so that works pretty good for me. And I know you got plans for tonight, Kaylee. Tell us about your business, your insurance business. I know you do commercial insurance for small businesses and entrepreneurs. You also have your own marketing company. Tell us what you have going on.
I have the Karma Capital Insurance Solutions, which is my insurance business. I specialize in commercial insurance, but we also can do home, auto, and life insurance, and that keeps me really busy. And then I also own my own marketing agency, which is Legally Blonde Marketing, and I will help small business owners with their social media. So if you're a small business owner and you don't have time to post, then you can have me do it for you instead, so you don't have to worry. And then my just city council, because I did get sworn in on December 14th and I've just been busy with that. And I actually get to go to a new city council and new mayor's conference here in the next couple weeks. And I'm excited about that because I also get to tour the iHeartMedia Sacramento location. I know you're excited about that, Justin. You've been there before, but I haven't.
I have. Yeah, I love that studio. It's very professional, and I think a lot of the clients just love going there, being on the top floor, looking at the view, and looking at all the artwork they have on the walls. And I do like the Sacramento studio, and I look forward to being there with you pretty soon, and I think that's going to be in a few weeks.
Our TikTok is going to be popping that day, Justin, with all the footage we're getting.
All right, well, I look forward to that, Kaylee. And I want to thank you. I am the owner of the Small Business Voice Media, and Kaylee does my social media for me, which I'm very thankful for. And we've been going on for 5 years now. We have gone from TV to radio, and we're going to be starting our podcast pretty soon and doing a lot more promoting. I mean, we have big plans for 2023, and I'm looking forward to that. So, Kaylee, the New Year's Day is tomorrow, and with inflation and everything that's gone on the past couple of years, there's an article on entrepreneur.com, 6 reasons your small business is struggling and how to fix them. So we can go over those briefly real quick. And number 1 on that list is you're not tracking the correct data. So, you know, when you have a small business, it's work. It's on your mind constantly. And you're probably working an average of 12 hours a day, and it's just things you have to do to get to where you want to be. If you want to be, if you don't want these things to affect your business, you have to be ahead of them. So you always want to be tracking your data and just keeping an eye on things. So, Kaylee, what do you think about that?
I think this article, one of the statements it says is to check your credit card statements daily. And I also think that tracking to make sure that all of your bills are paid on time and you are tracking your customer satisfaction scores every month are so critical because it just takes one bill to bounce and you're backtracked on money the next month because it was unforeseen.
Number 2, you're not prioritizing your right tasks. So I'm probably guilty of that one. And in the new year, my plan is to be on top of everything. And last week we talked to Jeanette Forney, and one of the things that kind of resonated with me was you always want to be updating and doing a new business plan, because if you don't do a business plan, you're planning to fail. So, would you agree
Your
with that,
goals
Kaylee?
change every year.
Yeah, you do. Like,
I
new things come up, and yeah, exactly.
and
What were
you
you gonna say?
also learn from the previous year what didn't work and what does work.
Number three, and we can kind of touch with this with Mary, is you're not marketing enough. Uh, and since you're being in marketing, Kaylee, go ahead and share with us maybe how to avoid that.
Your marketing, like Mary is going to talk about on this episode, is you have to have 360 marketing. So you want to make sure that they're able to get to your website and they're able to get to your social media. And social media is the best way to market yourself because it's free. So I it's really important for people to be able to find you on social media because people my age, if you didn't know, I'm 24. People my age mostly use social media in order to find and make purchases.
So you're listening to Justin Duncan and Kaylee Gilbert on Power Talk 1360 KFIV. Connect with us on the web, smallbusinessvoicemedia.com, and you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. And Kaylee, where can people find you at?
You can find me at Kaylee Gilbert for Karma or Legally Blonde Marketing on all platforms that Justin just listed: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
All right. Number four, you're not selling enough. That's probably should be like number one. Sometimes you have good months and maybe you get kind of lazy and you're not pushing hard enough. And so I know you met Marilyn Combs, right, Kaylee?
Yeah, she's wonderful.
So Marilyn Combs, she has a business. She started it when she was 65, and she earns about seven figures a year, and she is just amazing. She's been doing it for over 20 years, and she said that one of the things you do is when you get to that seven-figure mark is you don't take it easy. You have to work harder in order to keep that going.
Even in the insurance industry, sometimes agents, when they made a good check for the first 2 weeks of the month, or actually the previous month for their commissions, they kind of cut back on the work that they do the next month. And it's just like, you have to steadily go out there and sell so that you can keep those numbers.
All right. Number five, you're not automating enough. And this is something we probably need to talk about, Kaylee, because I think I need to do more automated messages and to help free up time for both of us and get both our names out there.
Automated messages, I would like to have a system to send out text messages. That's for sure. That would save a lot of time for me.
Well, you and I will work on that, get that up and going. And then number six, you're not scaling quickly enough. And, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're just an entrepreneur that's by themselves, but you always want to be growing your business. And I understand, sometimes things get slow, it just happens.
I can say that my Instagram page, the Kaylee Gilbert Karma, that has been active for 1 year, and I started that Instagram with 0 followers, and now I have over 1,000 followers on there. So nice. If you on your social media, you can see if you're scaling. And if you're noticing that your following is not increasing and you're not getting that many views, then you need to figure out what is going on there and nip it in the butt before it goes on for too long. That way you can feel confident in what you're doing.
So that is from entrepreneur.com, 6 reasons why your small business is struggling and how to fix it. It's a great article, and we're always supposed to be reading, right, Kaylee?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to be back with Mary Matthews. So you're listening to the Small Business Voice with Justin Duncan and Kaylee Gilbert on Power Talk 1360 KFIV. Connect with us on the web, smallbusinessvoicemedia.com, and you can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. and TikTok. We have Mary Matthews with us. She is our Gold Star Regional Director, and she is really big into bringing business owners and entrepreneurs together on a weekly basis. Mary, hey Mary, how often do you sleep? Like just 2 hours a night?
Lately, a little bit more. Non-sleep will get you Bell's palsy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're glad you're healthy. We're glad you're doing good. And thank you for joining us today. Hey, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur and you're looking to get involved in a club, Mary's the one you want to talk to. And Mary, where can people reach you at?
They can easily reach me at goldstarclubs.com or just my phone number, 209-602-7028.
All right. And we wanted to ask you about maybe planning for the new year. So today, thank you for joining us on New Year's Eve, by the way. We're talking about marketing and just planning for the new year. You always want to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail, correct?
Yes, as several people around us always say that. But, and one of the things is making sure your ducks are in a row, right? That's how I look at it, is if somebody went to find me, how did they find me? You get 20 seconds to make an impression on people. And what are you doing with that 20 seconds?
Yeah, exactly. So that you work with iHeartMedia, you're marketing, you help businesses get their name out there on digital media, and you can work with anybody's budget. What do you?
Well, I'm a senior account executive, and the idea is to work with people and plan what each individual needs for their businesses. Sometimes it is us, and sometimes it's not us, but it's knowing to do the right thing for the client.
Okay. And I would say, I know you very well, and I know how much you give back, and I would refer you in a second. So I would say it is you.
Well, it's the new year. And how's your website looking? If you're a business, first, let's take an outside look at you. How are people finding you? Can they find you? Is your SEO done? Is your website findable on Google? Have you claimed your Google page? There's all these things that need to be done for people to find you. And then, for example, if you are working with an advertising company like iHeart, there's a message going out. And in that message, we're telling them to look for you. When they go to look for you, how do they find you? Are you a company that has a Facebook page and no website? Are you a company with a website that has a Facebook page but doesn't do anything with it? You guys had just mentioned Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's also Twitter. There's also Reddit. There's so many different platforms these days. So social media is a whole element of its own. But then you now have streaming radio. You have streaming television other than broadcast radio and broadcast television, and those are all marketing things. But when you look at yourself and you're trying to find yourself, are you where you want to be? Are you involved like on a grassroots program? What does your business do to get involved in the community? Are you part of an organization like a Rotary, or do you support a nonprofit in town? Because that's a great way to find supporters of your business at the same time. Gold Star, there are a lot of different companies just like Gold Star, but in this community, we have a strong footing because we have about 170 professionals that refer to each other in business constantly. And we go with the motto of know, like, and trust. And it's a matter of everybody's out there doing the right thing. But then you also have things like the Modesto Chamber, Turlock Chamber, Stockton Chamber. There's the Hispanic Chamber. Those organizations are there to help businesses find other things that they need for business, as well as watch legislation for businesses in the area.
I know in Gold Star, you always tell us that when business is slowing down, that's when people like to go out and join these networking clubs. But the people who have been in these networking clubs, their business hasn't slowed down because they've been working with these people for several months now. So it's just super important to be involved in your community and clubs within your community and to go out and network.
Well, it's interesting because right now you're actually seeing that what I call ebb and flow happening. So home improvement people have been so busy over the last couple years that they didn't really feel like they needed to be part of organizations, networking organizations, to get their business out there. They were so busy they had wait lists. And I know lots of businesses like that. But now they're a little nervous because things are getting a little slower. Where they were doing 7 estimates before, now they might be doing 2. So they're like, well, how do I get myself back out there?
Yeah. So you're listening to the Small Business Voice on Power Talk 1360 KFIV with Justin Duncan and Kaylee Gilbert. And we have Mary Matthews with Gold Star Referral Club. So Mary, Kaylee does a lot of she does a lot of my social media for me, and I'm fortunate for that. How can you guys work together or enhance each other going forward?
Well, I feel like Mary, because she does the with iHeartMedia, when you do a campaign, let's say if I partnered up with her, I mostly do Oakdale, so she could do a campaign for me that is only in the demographic of Oakdale with the specific age group that I want, and then make them click to either my website or my social media pages. And I feel like that could be really helpful for all business owners in the new year, especially if before your website wasn't up to date, your social media wasn't up to date. All of those things combined can really make or break your business the next year.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mary, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, it's what I call 360 marketing. Can they hear you? Can they touch you? And can they see you? Right? If they see you in person and they're creating that relationship, that's great. If they hear you on the radio over and over and over again, because people need to see and hear you how many times before they act on it. What's funny is they really only remember the last thing they saw when they come to you, but you may have had a billboard, or you may have had radio commercials, or you may have been at a local event where the name came up. And all those things go into people seeing you and calling you or coming through your door. But it takes that 360 marketing, and you should own the space you're in so that people are getting the frequency of the message they need to come to your business.
I can still sing some commercials that were on air from businesses around our area that aired 10 years ago and aren't even on there anymore because they played over and over and over again.
Well, that and jingles, think about a jingle for a business. You build your next generation of clients by creating a jingle, because they're sitting in the car with mom after school, and then all of a sudden they're a young adult and somebody starts singing the jingle and they can finish it.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm one of their patients because of the commercials I heard on the radio, and that was that was like 20 plus years ago, and I'm still going to King Dentistry. And their thing was,
it's ingrained in my head.
Yeah, he was a sleepy time dentist, and he'd give you a pill, and that's why I went, because I hate to admit this on air, but I gag a lot. I have a really bad gag reflex when I go to the dentist. And
Sorry, Justin.
That's okay. So that's why I went to Dr. King, because I didn't want to be awake through that procedure, and cleanings just do it for me. So thank you, Mary. You're listening to Justin Duncan and Kaylee Gilbert on Power Talk 1360 KFIV. Connect us on the web, smallbusinessvoicemedia.com, and you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Connect with us there. If you have any questions or just want to connect, go to those spots, and we're always awaiting to meet you. So, Mary, we were talking about Dr. King and his old commercials on the radio. How come we know that, both of us? Like, Kaylee knows that, I know that. I'm actually a client. Why is it that we know that?
Because of the frequency of the message, and hearing people consistently in any message tends to resonate with people, whether it's a bad message or a good message. Have you ever heard something so many times that you're just like, can you just stop already?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that happens. But guess what? You'll remember that. 10 years down the road, you will remember that. And then you're going to need that service and say, oh, I know who to call. Or you're going to look something up on Google and see that name and go, oh, I know that one. I'm going to call that one. That's why that's so important. A lot of advertisers, they say, oh, well, let's just get on the air I've had people tell me over the years, I just want one commercial at noon, one day a week. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You got to be consistent in your message. And a good person, even with networking, is seeing their people once a week to create more referrals. And sometimes it could take 6 months to a year to get the referral, depending on the price point of your item or how often in a lifetime somebody uses it. But it's the consistency that will have them choose you when it is time.
I mean, just in my business life, there's been some clients where they were happy with their agent first, but I kept popping in, dropping by, and they became my client. It may have taken 2 years, but that consistency of them seeing me and knowing that I cared about them, even though they weren't my client at the time, it speaks volumes. Especially, I'm in the insurance market, and you can go online, call a 1-800 number. I mean, there's so many insurance agents just in Oakdale or Modesto.
Well, it's funny because consistency and persistence are two of the same things, I think. I have clients that I have been so persistent in just coming in to say hi that they do business with me because of that. They wanted to work with me because of that. And I think that speaks volumes to them and me when that happens. I mean, I have clients that I tell, okay, I'm going to be your private stalker. When you get that message, you have to call me back. Because we all get busy. We're all so busy. There's so much on all of our plates. So it's one of the things that we kind of want to make sure that we stay consistent. Even in Gold Star, your commitment is to be there on a weekly basis. Right? If you can't be there, you're going to have a substitute come in and sit in your seat and still talk about your business and make that impression every week so that you stay top of mind with people in the room.
And it shows the credibility, too, when you have a sub. And you say the best thing to do is actually get somebody like a client of yours that worked with you in the past, correct?
Right. And I think you got to kind of take that from the top when you're talking about it, because I don't know how many of your listeners know, what Gold Star is. Gold Star is a group of professionals who get together on a weekly basis. And what we do is we educate each other about our businesses. So in a meeting format, you have a mix and mingle period. And then you have where each person in the group does a 60-second presentation on their business at that meeting. And then you have one person who will rotate weekly through and do a 10-minute presentation. And the whole idea is that we're always learning about each other. And I always say that all the people in my rooms make me a smarter person. And people ask me, well, how do you know that? I said, because I'm around professionals that are experts in their industry, and they teach me every week. And that's what people get when they come to the meetings. We all learn things that we never knew before.
You can even learn how to public speak. I know because I'm in Gold Star too, the Friday Club, I was really nervous because I had never given a 60-second presentation or even a presentation on my business. And now I can say with confidence that when I go into a room that's not my Gold Star group, I can do that without being nervous because I do it every week at Gold Star. And people think that I have wonderful speaking skills now. And it's like, oh, Gold Star really helped me with that.
It does a lot of things. I mean, earlier this year in August, I had I don't know if you know what Bell's palsy is, but it's like freezing on your face. And that happened to me, and it took a couple weeks to come out of it. And I had members of the clubs checking in on me to make sure I was okay on a daily basis. It was so nice to know there was a community that was there to support. And when it's just, when you open your hand up and you can count on your hand 5 people you spend a lot of your time with, and 4 of them are Gold Star members, you're like, okay, this is not just an organization, it's a second family that starts to happen. But it's like-minded professionals that all want to move forward with their business. So you're all working towards growth.
Absolutely. So
I love Gold Star.
I do too, Mary. So you listen to the Small Business Voice with Justin Duncan and Kaylee Gilbert on Power Talk 1360 KFIV, and we're here with Mary Matthews. I've been a golfer now for 5 years. You know, I just celebrated my 5-year anniversary, and I've came a long way because of Gold Star. And I had a hard time with public speaking, and because of Gold Star, I really found out what I really wanted to do, and it's evolved my business so much over the last 5 years. So I want to thank you for that, for helping me do that. You know, and it's just not just you, but everybody that's been involved in Gold Star has just helped me immensely.
You know, it's been huge for us too. I think one of the biggest things that I'm grateful for with Gold Star is getting to see that change in people. It's so rewarding to see the members become more professional, better leaders, better professionals, growing their business. We have one person in our clubs, Susan from K9 on the Move. She was a dog walker. She now has her own boarding facility. What has happened with her business in the last couple of years is huge. And it is a place where a small business can go to that next level and find the support they need, or a medium business can go forward as well. But you're going to find the things around you that help you get to the next level in your business, as well as bring in more clients so you can grow financially to the next level. It's just a matter of being there weekly and educating.
And being consistent, you know, like you said before, is you want to be there all the time, and you want to make sure that you develop that know, like, and trust with everybody there.
Yeah, if you're not consistent, people won't want to do business with you, because if you can't show up to your meeting, why would you show up to the appointment with the referral?
Well, you know what I always say is think about somebody, if they were coming to work every day and they were late every day, would you want to do business with them, or send somebody that you are trying to impress to that person because they would be late every day?
Yeah.
Right? What type of impression does that make? It's your reputation when somebody comes to a business. It's your reputation if you sent them. So if I sent a painter to your house and that painter no-showed and charged you or overcharged you and showed up late, and it took 2 more extra weeks to do the job, that was my referral to you, and that's my reputation now. So that's what kind of goes on in our referral basis in the clubs, is you have to have the know, like, and trust of the group around you.
I agree. I've seen people come and go. But the one great thing about Gold Star is the people I've worked with. I mean, for like the last 5 years, the consistent people and the new people that come in, and amazing. Like Susan Simford, you know, she's amazing. You know, she's the one you're talking about. She's been on the show before. Jeanette Fournier, our sponsor, is that's a relationship I got from Gold Star. And Mary, we got about a minute left. I just want to say thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate you, and I know I don't say it enough, but thank you, Mary.
And I like to be the pixie in the back of the room, making everything happen, and nobody know. That's just me.
Well, that's Mary Matthews with iHeartMedia and Gold Star Referral Clubs. So thank you, Mary, for joining us today. Connect with us on the web, smallbusinessvoicemedia.com, and you can connect with us on social media. We are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, and I think I got them all, didn't I, Kaylee?
You did. I'm proud.
Thank you. So the Community Corner is brought to you by Landon Communications. Reach out to Raina Landon. She can do appointment setting, cold calling, marketing services, virtual receptionist. She's a 24/7 answering service, lead sourcing, and you can contact her at 209-627-0021 or email her at raina@landoncom.com, or you can reach out to her at www.landoncom.com. So anyway, she does a lot of work for me, and Raina is amazing. So if you are a business that need those type of services, give her a call. So we have our community corner now. We have Gold Star Referral Clubs meetings starting in January, the second week of January. You can go to meetup.com for details. I go to Downtown Connections. They meet Thursday at noon over at Skewers. And Kaylee, where does your club meet at?
We meet at Marie Callender's or Papa Poloni's. Right now we're deciding where to go, but we have been at Papa Poloni's on McHenry and Modesto from 12 to 1.
12 to 1:15?
Yeah, 1:15.
All right. So we also have the Holistic Chamber of Commerce. They meet the third Wednesday of each month at the Round Table Pizza, 3848 McHenry Avenue. We have Turlock Young Professionals. They meet the fourth Thursday of each month at the Grand Cru on the Main Street in Turlock.
Oakdale Young Professionals also meets the last Wednesday of every month.
All right. Turlock Chamber has their mixers the third Tuesday of each month, and they're hosted by different businesses within the Turlock community, and you can follow them on Instagram at Turlock Chamber. And Kaylee, what's going on in Oakdale?
The Oakdale Chamber is just getting ready they have a lot of events coming up this new year, such as the Ag Luncheon, the Police Officer Luncheon, and then also the Chamber Member Appreciation. And if you're wanting to nominate a business in Oakdale for Chamber Member of the Year, you can go on the website and fill out a nomination form.
All right. And so today is New Year's Eve. Kaylee, where are you going to be at tonight?
I have big plans. So the last few weeks, my Seroptimus sisters and I have been planning to go out to Crocodiles in Modesto. They're having a big New Year's party, and it was only $50, and they're serving prime rib, tri-tip, chicken, salmon. And then
wow.
we're all dressing to our best, and we're going to go out dancing. And I know several other people from Oakdale are also going to Crocodiles. So we have like 12 or more people going with us. We're rolling in tight tonight.
All right. Well, make sure you get there early, be safe, and have fun.
I have a DD. Bree from the Oakdale Chamber is our DD. So thank you, Bree. We appreciate you.
All right. So reflecting on our interview with Mary Matthews, Kaylee, you're in marketing also. You're in commercial insurance, but you also have your own marketing. I'll just say marketing firm. And what did you get from Mary from those interviews?
What I've got from Mary is I've worked with Mary where she has had a client that she's trying to get their business out and about, and they're doing the radio campaigns, and she'll go back and then she'll see that the logo on the Facebook is different than the logo on the website, and the phone number isn't the right way. And so it's just really important for businesses to go online and look to make sure that everything is updated and correct. And I know, and a lot of businesses are like hesitant about social media, but your new generation of clients were all raised on social media. So you need to make sure that you're staying in focus with the new generation of clients. It's it's really hard because some people haven't even updated their hours from COVID. So you go online, Google, and it says temporary closed, but they haven't been temporary closed for 8+ months. So it's just crucial for your business.
Yeah, well, and you also want to make sure you claim your business too on Google. That's an important thing to do, is claiming your business.
Yeah, you want to make sure that people can find you and they're not having to really, really search hard.
Yeah, exactly. And then how do you, this is your first year in Gold Star. How has your experience been?
Gold Star has seriously grown my business. I mean, there are a lot of insurance agents in Gold Star, but what you put into Gold Star is what you get out of Gold Star. I am very committed to my Gold Star Club, and I lead the meeting. And I've met a lot of friends, and I've built a lot of business connections just through Gold Star. I always recommend to people, I tell them, come to lunch with me, because Gold Star can work wonders for your business.
Yeah, we need to invite that young lady you talked about last weekend, the one that just opened up her boutique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaden, her aesthetics business. We need to get her on. I met with her for the ambassadors meeting the other week, and I brought up Gold Star to her. So I'm going to see if she wants to come out to a club meeting with me.
All right.
I think for young people especially, or anyone new in their business field, Gold Star is the perfect way for you to go out and make connections.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. Do you have a tip for today or a quote that you want to share with everybody?
My tip for the day, I would say, is come to a Gold Star meeting with Justin and I. It's the new year, and it's time to make new connections. And Justin, when does your Gold Star meeting happen?
Mine is Thursdays over at Skewers at 12 o'clock.
And mine is Fridays at Papa Poloni's on McHenry. And your first 2 visits are free, and you get to bring business cards. So come check out Gold Star with us and see what Gold Star can do for your business this new year. Yeah,
and also be prepared to do a 60-second presentation on you and your business.
Oh, yeah. Anytime I bring a guest, I kind of tell them what to say for their first 60 seconds. That way they don't look at me like I'm this awful, mean person, and what have I done to them?
All right. Well, thank you, Kaylee. So what questions do you have, or what wisdom do you have to share? Be sure to leave a comment on our Facebook page, Small Business Voice Media, and check out our website and email us at smallbusinessvoicemedia@gmail.com. I want to thank our guest, Mary Matthews from iHeartMedia and Gold Star Referral Club for coming on the show. Being our guest, just kind of sharing. Mary's really special to me. And if you have a business out there and you need help, I would contact Mary in a heartbeat, and she will get you pointed in the right direction. So thank you, Mary, for being on the show today. Kaylee, thank you for everything.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate everything you've done for me this year. And I'm happy that we were able to become friends, and not only that, co-host together.
Yeah, thank you, Kaylee. You mean a lot to me, too. And I probably don't say it enough, but thank you. Thank you for everything. So everybody listening, have a safe and happy new year. Be safe out there. And let's take care of business.
Blind skies of fortune, each have separate ways.